Hello, Fantasy Goats. It is Tuesday, August 12th. We've got a fantastic show for you guys coming up. We're going to get into the ninth and 10th spot. Try to craft the perfect, absolute league winning lineup for you guys based on results from our most recent mock draft. We're going to dissect these picks, see exactly what works and what doesn't. And we'll also mix in a little bit of news and notes for you guys as well. Let's get this party started. Yes, sir, I am your shepherd. And I've got the Commissioner Rhino here. I've got the JX Fantasy Sports in the building. And we want to welcome back from vacation. We have late pick Lawrence AB. Don't call me Ballard. AB. How's
Yeah.
everybody? How's everybody doing this evening?
Good. Good.
Great, doing
Yeah.
great.
I'm pretty good. I might as well be well done, William, this week. That son was not kind, and I paid the price, but I had fun.
Rhino, you like that one, huh? Well
All that
done.
matters.
Well done, Willie.
Bill done, William.
No, there's still time for you to change the name if you wanted to. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you could do that. Like as we're in progress. Right, guys. Yeah, I've actually grown to enjoy this one, Rhino JX. Not only have we been doing the mock drafts with our very own sniper, who's been mock drafting like a beast, but we have we then go ahead and we take a look at the lineups and we want to go and see the picks that are being made, where they're being made, whether they are absolute values or whether we think that they're being drafted at the absolute ceiling. Maybe some of them are being drafted perfectly, so we can't rule out that margin of error either. Yeah, so I mean, we'll get into that in just a little bit. AB, you were away, but I did want to open it up. I know this is kind of sort of beating a dead horse. It feels like it's been like 2 weeks ago, but it really hasn't. It was earlier, late last week that Anthony Richardson did take the field and did get absolutely smoked on like the third play of the drive.
Mhm.
Thankfully, the dude's okay
Mhm.
because he went completely like unguarded and got smoked. How do you how would you assess the quarterback battle moving forward and whether or not Anthony Richardson still has a chance? I guess he has a chance. I don't think he's going to start based off of that play and all the ramifications that come from it. However, you are our resident shoe. That would be horseshoe sniper. You are the resident shoe here. And would like to hear your feedback briefly. I mean, we don't have to spend too much time on it, but what are your thoughts on this Anthony Richardson situation?
I still think nothing's changed. I still think it's Anthony Richardson's job to lose because prior to him getting smoked on that play, he was actually playing pretty well. Like he was moving pretty well. He looked more comfortable. So I think it's still the same thing. Vegas is also still telling us that it's still the same thing. It's still Anthony Richardson's job to lose. And I think unless Daniel Jones does something that's like spectacular or has like a ridiculous, 17 for 19 performance or like 10 for 11 performance and like blows him out of the water. Because at the end of the day, Daniel Jones came in and he was 10 for 21 for 144 yards. Like Anthony Richardson can do that. We've seen him do that. So it's like Daniel Jones is not really creating much separation. And honestly, I feel like because of the mentality of everybody in the building, I think that they're going to force Anthony Richardson to start no matter what. I don't think this is a situation. It's like, oh, maybe we start Daniel Jones because, he has a steady floor. But it's like, we all know what Daniel Jones's floor is. We all know what a steady Daniel Jones is. We have 7 years worth of data to tell us that. And that play, like, I don't know. Like, I always feel like I've seen a bunch of veteran quarterbacks miss on plays like that and get smoked in the backfield. Like, he's not the first one that's happened to, and he definitely won't be the last. And judging from the way that he was operating while he was back there, he identified the blitz. He identified the zero blitz. The mistake that he made was that he picked the wrong side. Because if you look at him when he's standing in a pocket, he doesn't even look at the right side at all. He's looking to the left because he's assuming that's where the blitz is coming from. That's where his hot read is. So, like, that is something that he needs to correct. But that's something that I think that is easily fixed. And we're also talking about the quarterback who was like the best at evading pressure in the NFL last year, the few games that he played the year before that. So, like, it's not like he can't do it or we haven't seen him do it. We've seen him do it in live games. So it's like, I'm not really too worried about that. I think that, they're blowing the whole thing out of proportion, and they're stockpile because people are still talking about the tap out as if the tap out is relevant to him missing a blitz. So the only thing that I'm going to say is let the national media talk. Let them keep driving Anthony Richardson's price down. Let him keep being free. Let people steer clear of the Indianapolis Colts players. Please, I am begging all of you, anybody who I'm drafting with, please steer clear of the Colts players. I would love nothing more, please.
I'm with you on all that.
Are you?
Yep.
You don't think like the mental miscue,
No, because I seen it happen to Stafford.
It happens.
They just want to drive this kid down.
Yep.
I don't think that's it.
How many games has he played?
15.
Not a lot.
Serious question.
Not a lot of games, but still.
I don't know what Anthony Richardson has done to people. I don't know.
Listen, I don't get it either.
I want y'all to look at this. I can't understand how everyone is so quick to give up on him, but at the same time, we think Justin Fields is going to turn a corner somewhere. That makes zero sense to me.
And the only argument that they have is health. That's the only argument. That's the only argument I'm willing to listen to and give any credence to is health. You're concerned about him staying healthy? That's perfectly fine. All of the other stuff, it doesn't make sense.
I just, and it wasn't a single Justin Fields out. It's just that it's crazy to me how quick we are to give up on someone with 15 games, where there's other quarterbacks like Justin Fields, like Daniel Jones, like even Sam Darnold, where we were giving them 30 chances, but he gets no other chances. But it's just weird to me.
I mean, far more experienced, far more professional, far more, plugged in people that I've heard, listened to, all are kind of saying the same thing. That this is now your third season in the league. This is an easy thing that you should have picked up on, which is to make sure that protection is covered on both sides. If the protection was slid to the left side, and that was covered, he never looked over to the right side. What they're saying is that there is something wrong up here. They didn't use the word wrong, so let me make sure I'm clear on that. That there was something that needs to be evident, like that. That's something that a quarterback should have to know. Like, it should be second hand, second nature. I believe in the kid. I've drafted him, for crying out loud. I believe in that talent, but when it becomes a cerebral type of issue, yeah, you could tell me that might have happened to Stafford, or this might have happened to this quarterback or that quarterback, but does it happen like on the first preseason game? This is like basic stuff.
First preseason game.
That the quarterback asked, and that was the audition
is bullshit. How they're
And
treating it.
and
They're treating
and
him
also
That's the internet,
and,
though.
and yeah, of course, yeah, and also not to mention
That's the
that,
internet.
and not to mention the biggest factor in this whole thing is that his starting O line didn't play.
I'm sh-
Like that wasn't his starting O line. So it's like we can sit here and say like, hey, Anthony Richardson missed this and that and that and that and that. But what if he gave someone that assignment and they just blew it? Anthony Richardson's not gonna go out there and be like, oh, I told the right tackle to pick up the guy on the outside and he missed him. He's not going to. So even if that was the case, how would we know? We don't know.
I mean,
And
it's
I've
blown out
watched
of
the game,
proportion.
right? And I've watched the game last year against the Detroit Lions where Anthony Richardson was pressured or blitzed on 41% of his dropbacks and he had 0 sacks. So you can't tell me it's a cerebral thing, it's an identification thing because he's done it. He's identified blitzes, he's identified, coverages. Like he's gotten the ball to places and players have just flat out dropped the passes. But it's like those don't count. Like I saw somebody tweet the other day, they were like, "Oh, I'm trying to give Daniel Jones some credit because if we didn't account for the drops that his wide receivers had, he would have had a better stat line." I was like, "Isn't that the same thing that we were talking about with AR? Like, so all of a sudden drops matter now because it was Daniel Jones?"
Yeah, well, and then if the same thing would happen to Daniel Jones, would they be hating on him as bad as they're hating on AR? No.
If that happened to Daniel Jones, they would have blamed the O line.
Yeah, exactly.
No, they probably wouldn't be hating on Daniel Jones in the same manner. Again, the internet would not be slamming Daniel Jones, or you know what? They probably would. Like, yeah, this guy still sucks.
I don't know.
Wouldn't it be just like the continuation? Like, yes, okay, fine. Like he's probably getting unfair criticism, but like at the same time, that was too damn glaring on almost like a national spotlight to get leveled like that without even having the running back stay in.
Mhm. Yeah, the running back didn't stay in, the tight end didn't stay in. But again, that's also another thing too, because what if he called for the protection, but one of those two just leaked out? What wasn't supposed to leak out, but they did. What if the tight end was supposed to stay in?
It looked like the running back should have chipped the guy coming across the line.
Right, exactly. But like we don't know their assignments, we don't know what was called, so like we don't really know like any of the protection and stuff like that. So it's like I one of my biggest pet peeves when it comes to the internet is overreactions.
Oh,
It's like tell me, like, say that okay, he blew the assignment, third year in the NFL, that should not be happening. Absolutely. He needs to review the film. He needs to look at where he went wrong. He needs to have better communication with the people up front or whoever blew the assignment. He needs to work on that so that doesn't keep happening. I get that, right?
that sounds like the most sound, responsible
Right.
answer. And Shane Steichen probably, I'm almost confident Shane Steichen gave a
That's exactly
response
what he said.
just like that.
And that's what AR said too. AR said it was on me. He was like, I looked in the wrong direction. I was supposed to look the other way for the blitz, but I looked to my left. And you can tell too, like his body language, because he's the type of person when pressure is coming, he can usually feel it because that's how he escapes so much pressure. So in his mind, he didn't expect that to happen at all. And then he just got leveled. And I remember that happened to Justin Fields in Chicago during his first preseason game. Like he got leveled, like he got rocked. But it's like, again, like stuff like that happens. Was it okay that it happened? Absolutely not. He definitely needs to fix that.
I mean, there aren't that many preseason games that I actually do remember plays, and hopefully I don't remember this one either. Hopefully in 5 years, I don't
That's all.
remember
That's all they're gonna talk about.
damn preseason game. Well, I promise you this. I think a lot of people will forget about it if we could finally see Richardson live up to the potential that he has and starts winning freaking games. Then we'll be a lot quicker to forget about that. But
oh, by the way, Anthony Richardson is 8-7 as a starter.
in 2 seasons.
Yeah, in 2 seasons. Yeah, 15 games. He's 8-7.
I'm pulling for the kid. I want that. I'm pulling for it.
Yeah, I mean, I am too. And like I try not to come across as like a supreme homer when I talk about him because I'm well aware of his flaws. Like I'm well aware that like he can go out there and God forbid something happens to him and he gets hurt and then we might never see him again or he might be in a different uniform and stuff like that. Like I'm not ignorant or gullible to the fact that health is literally the biggest factor. That's literally the biggest factor in this kid's career. But like the other stuff is like it's unwarranted. Like the other stuff is like it's uncalled for. It's like we have people sitting here trying to make it seem like Daniel Jones is an upgrade over Anthony Richardson, or like Daniel Jones could somehow right the ship. Like Daniel Jones is gonna get us the same thing that we've been getting, 8 and 9 season. If the rest of the team is better, we might go 9 and 8. But it's like one, there's not really that much ceiling, and two, what does that leave us for the future? Like that still leaves us with a quarterback room with more questions than answers. I'd rather get my answer, and if we have to draft somebody else in 2026, then so be it.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, we're all hoping that it doesn't come to that.
Mm-hmm.
We are hoping.
Absolutely, yeah.
Jonathan, take your time. It will end on me tonight. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
I feel like us reasonable people, we can actually like look at this objectively. And even though I am a fan, like I tried to look at it objectively. Of course, I have a lot of hope when I speak because I want him to be great. I want my quarterback to be great. Absolutely. But it's just it's going to take a little bit of time. But I do think that depending on how many games he plays this season, we will absolutely have our answer on whether he's going to be the guy or not. Because even if he has to compete with somebody next season, we're going to get an answer, though, of whether he's the guy or not.
He's competing with somebody this season.
Well, I mean, honestly, I've been telling people ever since we signed Daniel Jones, I don't think that this was a real competition. I think that this was a measuring stick type of move where it's like, we're going to bring in Daniel Jones, and if you can't beat that guy, you are absolutely not the guy.
That's absolutely the truth. Honestly, I think once he came into camp and shown how much improvement he had, it was like, okay, we're good. Like, we got it from here. Like, I
And it's
hate
like,
that this whole competition's been overblown. That play has been overblown. I can't believe how many former players have come to speak about this. Like this just didn't happen last year to Kyler. Like and the only thing people were saying was, "Oh my God, that's a big hit," and then it was moved on. But with him, it's like, "Oh, we need Kurt Warner to break it down. We need Chad. Oh my God, not Chad, but you know what I'm talking about.
Chase Daniel.
Chase Daniel,
Daniel.
and Kurt Benkart. Wait, this is a preseason play that just like I said just happened last year, and no one was reacting this way. But
now.
Is what it is.
All right. Now, don't get me wrong. If this same play, like this same situation, happens again in the next preseason game, then it's like, okay, it happened more than once. Now it's actually a concern because having something happen one time could just be an accident. But if it happens twice or 3 times, then it becomes a genuine concern. It's like, okay, so then what are you not seeing? What are you not paying attention to? Who are you not communicating with? Like, what's happening where it's breaking down to the point where people are getting free rushes at you continuously? But one rush, I'm not really too worried about it. I'm just happy that he didn't get seriously injured. I'm happy and I'm grateful for that.
Well, I mean, I led off the top with that. Like, thankfully the dude's okay. They just had to like snap it back in, no problem. All right, great stuff here from our Snake Jeff, Sam, Willie Beeman, AB. Don't call me Ballard. The commissioner Rhino is ready to roll, or he has been ready to roll. His quarterback is in a hyperbaric chamber right now.
Yeah.
Sniper wants to know where JX was yesterday. He has been like in the lab with like whoever manufactured this chamber for Matthew Stafford. That's what JX has been doing.
No, I was in Green Bay taping up Jordan Love's thumb. That's where I was.
Oh man, that's another one.
Oh shit. Jordan Love's thumb. And on other Packer news today that the sniper sent me, Romeo Dobbs possibly left with another head injury. Possibly, I don't know how. I don't know how.
You say a head injury?
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know how
I
credible
just saw
that.
injury.
I don't know how credible that site is, to be honest. And I'm not.
Was it Dove Kleiman saying it?
I'm not. It was not Dove Kleiman. This was probably more credible. But I don't know. I'm certainly not blaming Mel either. It's just what Mel found. Oh, Mel found it on Reddit also, right? Reddit? Is that what you sent me? Something from Reddit. Not that Reddit produced it. Nevertheless, Rhino, this was the 9th spot yesterday.
Right.
And this is, just with I'm going to try to take my biases out of it. Because there's like 2 guys here that I would not have taken. Maybe 1 guy that I would not have taken.
There's 1 person that I would not have taken.
I think there's like this team. This guy hit it out of the park.
Yeah. Don't pick. I don't like his Mixon. Not right there.
I don't mind that one in the 6th round. That's the one I don't mind.
RB3. Yeah, that's RB3. That's a solid pick.
I don't mind that because he's getting a discount now on Joe Mixon.
Yep.
But look, you have DeAndre Swift. He got DeAndre Swift. Mixon might not start. We don't know when he's going to play.
Yeah, we don't know when
that's
Mixon's
the problem right there. So he's RB3. So if Kamara Henderson goes down, then and he's not playing, he's not good. This could be Scatterboo.
Yeah, I mean he's gonna have to hit the wire at that point. I just think that from an opportunity perspective, drafting Mixon there guarantees that he doesn't have to use him right away. He doesn't have to use him week 1. Yeah. And honestly, I would take even an 80% Mixon over what's left of Nick Chubb. Like I know everybody keeps talking about the videos and him working out again and stuff like that, but like the type of runner that Nick Chubb is and the type of physicality that he uses when he moves, like that puts a lot of stress on your joints. And he's already had 2 really bad knee injuries. So like I'm holding my breath for Nick Chubb. I'm hoping the best for him. And I hope that he has a bounce back, season and he stays healthy, but the odds are stacked against him.
No, I am fading all the way Joe Mixon. No way.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah,
because he's come into a new system, so he really hasn't been practicing the system. You're getting Damian Pierce, Woody Marks, and Chubbs are getting the carries. They're going to know the system better than he is, so he's going to be behind before he even starts.
Wait, better than who? Chubb?
And just for the fact that if Chubb and Woody Marks are balling out, it's going to be hard for him to be on the field, even though his name is Joe Mixon.
I'm getting flagged. You're flagging us.
I just think.
Is it because of my name?
No.
I just think it's because there's better options at that pick. I know there is. There's less stress. Like, can you unhighlight it for a second?
Yep.
Yeah. So
I completely agree. I agree with you.
Waddle, Swift, Ridley.
You could have
Tony Pollard.
You could have taken Pollard
with the news of Tajay Spears with a high ankle sprain. Excuse me, opens the door fully for Tony Pollard. So yeah, perhaps he could have, drafted Pollard. That may have been the better pick, or perhaps the more available player week 1 is going to be Tony Pollard for sure. Again, based on the build, I don't have a problem with it. DeAndre Swift, he could have taken 2, yeah, obviously, but I mean,
Caleb Johnson, Aaron Jones, Isaiah Pacheco, all those guys are in better situations than Joe Mixon is right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I kind of agree with Ron there and NJX that there could have been better options at the spot where Mixon went.
But like you said, aside from that, that is a pretty home run draft from top to bottom there. That is super solid. I love Drake London in the second round. I'm kind of upset with our fantasy community that he's fallen to the second round. He's potentially
upset. Why are you
yeah.
upset? That's better.
He,
That's better for you.
well, I know, but the community sets the ADP, and to have your potential top 3 wide receiver in finishing next year to go in the second round is blasphemy. But like you said, we'll take the discount. We will. Because earlier he was going in the first round. Now he's just going into the second round. My
Yeah.
most recent draft, he went at the 211.
Mm-hmm.
People are
That,
all
that
over
that's
the
not
place with Drake
shocking.
London right now.
That's not shocking. Yeah.
I think that Drake London now in the second round is probably a byproduct of how CMC has moved up into the first round.
Right.
I think it's also Derrick Henry is now moved into the first
Mm-hmm.
round. Ashton
Uh,
Gent keeps, flipping back and forth between the first and the second. So
it,
Drake London in
mm-hmm.
the second round, as JX just said, is like an absolute home run as far as I'm concerned. I could have done the ceiling and the floor with the first 2 picks of this dude's draft. So it's
Yeah.
almost like he backed up Nico Collins with Drake London, a possible
Yes.
wide receiver 1. And then he's like, okay, Alvin Kamara. I still think he's got a little something. He's still going to be the featured running back. He's still going to be using the in the passing game, yada 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 for Alvin Kamara. But how he backed up Alvin Kamara with another pass catching running back, and then he's got Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon, he's still a year younger than Alvin Kamara, actually. I think he's a year younger, if not 2. And I still think Joe Mixon's got a little something left. I know Rhino is high on Woody, and
That's not even take Woody out of the equation.
I don't
I'll still say the same thing.
Yeah. The other factors are enough.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then now with the guard and the center coming out getting hurt, the center's out for the year for the Saints. The guard is out for
that's
probably first 4 or 5 weeks, I think.
The Saints are tanking. I'm telling you. I know. Trust me. Me being an Indianapolis Colts fan, I know what a tank looks like, bro. I know exactly what a tank looks like. Shout out to Tank Commander Jeff Saturday. Appreciate you for your service. But yeah, because it's like you can't draft. You draft a quarterback way too high. You don't address your O line. You have a few weapons, but it's like it's year 1. You have too much cap stuff to worry about. It's like everything is already working against them, and everybody else in their division got better in the offseason. So like I think that the Saints are going for a soft tank, and I think they're going to give Kellen Moore a chance to draft his guy next year.
What was the other point I wanted to make here? Oh yeah, the offensive line is that's a fantastic point, Rhino.
Mm-hmm.
For the Saints. Yeah, I mean, when you start to lose pieces off of your O line, that means you need to bring somebody up off the bench, off the depth chart. You're moving them up. We just talked about that yesterday when it comes to the Chargers. Now what they're going to do, you have to move somebody out of their natural position and go now fill in another spot. It's problematic. It really is.
But that's the beautiful thing about the Chargers, though. Left tackle is Joe Alt's natural position.
Yeah.
We're just drawing the comparison. Well,
yeah.
The Saints aren't
the Dolphins.
The Saints.
The Dolphins are a better comparison.
They don't have that type of luxury.
Right.
What we're trying to say. Let's talk about Nico Collins. Okay, nice talk.
Where do you want to start? You want to start ceiling, floor?
I think he's at his ceiling.
I think he's at his ceiling too.
I think he's at his ceiling too. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna get any better than that.
I don't think this pick is at his ceiling. I think it's in between.
Okay.
Yeah, like when he was really featured last year, he was wide receiver 1. But his problem is he can't stay healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Like he just cannot stay healthy. I think he's only played 1 full season out of his 4 years where he played 16 games or more.
He's overworked.
Yeah, I mean but that's why I never picked Nico Collins. It's nothing to do with the talent. He's an amazing receiver. him and CJ have it down. Like they're 1-2, but he's going to miss 3 games.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to miss potentially 4, maybe even more.
He's
Like,
being,
Mm-hmm.
but I love the dude. He's a great talent.
he's being penciled into miss games already. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So we do have injury history. That's
Mm-hmm.
number one. And let's just take the pace that he was on last season.
Oh, he was on
probably
a
would've-
crazy pace.
He most likely would have finished somewhere around like that wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3 overall.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what I'm saying.
But the way I'm looking at it now, okay, so fine. The offensive line hasn't really improved that much. We have CJ Stroud that we have to bank on, but we also have new weapons in this passing game that should offset what Nico Collins' pace would have been. That's the way I'm looking at it. So if he's going to get Jaden Higgins available and open, if he's gonna become the slot merchant with Christian Kirk or Jalen Noel for that matter,
Mm-hmm.
there are they wanted to get CJ Stroud weapons. Now, yes, Rhino, it will alleviate, the coverages to Nico Collins, I would think. I mean, you can't guard everybody. You can't double team everybody. So fine, this should help Nico Collins as well. But I don't think it helps him substantially enough where we're saying to ourselves next season, Nico Collins is the 1.01. Nico Collins is the 1.04. Like he's not going to get into, he's not going to catapult into that. So that's why I kind of feel like he's definitely at the ceiling. If not, he's probably priced exactly where he should be for a 14, 15 game sample.
Mm-hmm. My thoughts exactly.
So of course, great. On one hand, you've got a great talent. You've got a little bit of injury history, and even with those numbers, if he would have stayed healthy, would have been through the roof. Would have busted right where he's being drafted, all the way 6 spots forward. And that's just.
I think my favorite pick in this draft for him is Ricky Pearsall, where he got him in 7. Because
he's
gonna blow past the ADP.
I've been
blow right past that damn thing.
I've been telling you guys for months. Ricky P is wide receiver uno.
He's also the only one healthy right now too.
It's hard not to be when you have Ayuk going to be out probably
When he's that,
Juwan Jennings hurt. So
I'm glad that you brought that up, by the way, because I've been preaching this injury optimism thing to you guys, saying that like when somebody has gotten hurt recently, you have to give them at least a year between when they got hurt and their recovery time for them to actually come back. And I kept telling people Brandon Ayuk is not going to come back week 1. It's not possible for him to come back week 1. And then this whole Jennings thing, like you said, definitely added some more fuel to the Ricky fire. And then
Watkins, the rookie that they drafted.
Yeah.
But when you said injured, I thought you were actually talking about Ricky Pearsall being injured, being shot.
Oh.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought you were referring to, injury. No. Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah.
I'm more confident in a gunshot wound not affecting a football player than I am in a torn ACL, because I've seen two gunshot wound victims come back and ball in the NFL. So I'm picking that side.
Many men.
Exactly. We've seen it happen 2 years in a row now.
Where do we get this? I think it's because we're on the desktop, laptop, and not the app. But I could see, you see the last 2 games here, obviously, right?
Yeah, he's putting up great numbers.
So these were like top 10, top 12 finishes for week 17 and 18. And now if you go up here to this other game, and then he missed 3. Look at this game right here. 17.3, 6 catches or 6 targets, 4 catches, 73 yards, and the tutty. I think what we're going to see from Ricky Pearsall, he's kind of the only game in town right now. 2, I think Ricky Pearsall is going to be able to line up anywhere, just very much like a lad McConkey.
100% agree with that. 100%.
Perfect schemed up wide receiver, much like our league-winning flag plant receiver, the flag pants in Malik. You got to when these. I don't think we talk about this enough.
See, I think for me, the only 2 draftable players on the 49ers out of draft would be him and Purdy.
No Kittle?
Yeah, I would get Kittle at the right spot.
Right, of course. Yeah. Yeah, I would risk
It is
drafting. Yeah, I would risk drafting CMC, but if I'm drafting CMC, 1, I'm not going to draft him at his current ADP. I would have to get him at a discount. And 2, if I draft CMC, I have to handcuff him. I have to. Like, you can't possibly draft that guy and not draft one of the backups. Like, that's asset mismanagement if you don't.
And the crazy thing is, though, you say you got to handcuff him, but at this moment, with 2,
I mean, you could handcuff him with Garendo or with I mean, the running backs are always hurt. That's the Niners. That's the Niners' room MO.
All his backups are hurt right now.
What about the young man from Oregon?
He's hurt. They're both hurt.
Jordan James is hurt too?
Yes.
My Lord.
Yeah, I'm just like, that makes me totally out of the see him because I'm like, if I can't handcuff him, then who?
CMC is zapping away everybody's knees. When he's healthy, everybody else is getting hurt.
They just re-signed Jeff Wilson.
Oh yeah, so there you go. Jeff Wilson is the handcuff.
That's crazy. Oh yeah.
At least we've seen him.
Big Jeff Wilson. Yeah, he started there, didn't he?
He did.
Big shout out to the man, the myth, the motherfucking legend. Tent Ganja, baby. How many leagues did you draft yet, Tent Ganja, baby? Let us know. How can we help you? How can we help you, goat? Sniper will just send you some ganja if you're running low. But I have a feeling that you're never running low. The who's soaked, baby. CMC. He's
and by the way, Mel, I did see your comment. Hello. Yeah, long time. I was away on vacation and came back on Monday. Sunday technically, but
Sniper gets concerned when she doesn't see you, when she doesn't see JX, and especially if she doesn't see Rhino, and she's seeing way too much of me, then it's a problem. That's basically what it is. See, I got my boy who's soaked and my boy Tent Ganja, and the goats are with me. But the does sometimes they're not. I love the Ricky Pearsall pick. I love the.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, like, again, this is somebody who started out kind of around like double digits, maybe round 10, round 9, and now he's being drafted in the 7th. I mean, I think that's something that you just you chalk up to. Okay, this is a dude that's rising in ADP.
Yeah.
Of course,
and everyone else is hurt.
Of course, would we prefer to have had Ricky Pearsall in the 10th round a month ago? Sure, of course. But again, it's a great pick, a wide receiver 3. I'm pretty sure I have him on at least 2 teams, at least. And then another great floor play, Dakota Prescott.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I was gonna say too. Yeah, he is one of my absolute favorite picks this year because I feel like he's not getting enough credit for what he has been able to do as a fantasy quarterback. I don't care about the how many games they win. I don't care about them making the playoffs. I don't care about NFC champion. I don't care about none of that BS. I just know that Dakota Prescott is the type of quarterback that whenever he has weapons, when he has a good O-line and a decent enough play caller, that he can make magic happen.
You know the best thing I like about Dak Prescott? He never throws the towel in.
No,
Oh,
Like
yeah.
never.
Oh,
Never.
yeah.
Like they could be down 167 points, and he's still out there playing like his hair is on fire. Like I just think about like back to the playoff game against Green Bay when they just came down there. You know, Green Bay came down to Dallas and just kind of trounced on them. They were down by like 30, and Dak's still trying to figure out a way to bring them back.
Still chucking it.
The whole entire time I'm sitting there like, man, y'all know his fantasy score is super crazy right now. That's the only thing I can think about. But he just doesn't quit, man. Like, shout out to Dak Prescott.
He had a game like that against Seattle, where it was one of those games that ended like 45-43 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Dak was just staring down the barrel of the gun. He was just chucking it.
Yeah,
I think Dak had like 45 pass attempts that game or something ridiculous like that.
And they're
They'll
gonna
make the score look respectable.
Yeah, they're gonna be throwing a lot this year.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna be behind. They're gonna,
Mm-hmm.
like we said, they're the NFC version of the Cincinnati Bengals.
Mm-hmm. And no run game either.
No run game.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they trade for Brees Hall.
Yeah, I mean that's possible. Yeah, they could still trade for an elite talent. Yeah.
You got Javante.
No, I'm good.
What's
Javante.
What's the matter with Javante, folks?
I don't know, man. Javante had juice when he first came. I don't know what happened to it. He spilled a lot of it. It's not his fault.
Every other season,
Yeah.
Dak throws for 4,300 yards and 40 touchdowns. And then the next season he gets hurt. Then the following season after that he throws for another 4,400 yards and 40 touchdowns.
Yeah.
CD Lamb is a beast.
Just look at the weapons. Oh,
George Pickens helps him.
Josh Ferguson.
They got an above decent tight end. They've got their O-line, while might be hurt right now a little bit, they still do pretty well. They do a pretty good job. The O-line.
It could be so much worse. So it's like, they at least have serviceable guys up there that they've prepped for, the retirement of their all-pro center and one of their guards and stuff like that. They have capable guys. How well they gel together is yet to be seen, but
10 ganja steaming with Willie beaming.
My man Willie been in the tent. No, man, I have not been in the tent. I have been basking under the sun, the Dominican sun. I was in Punta Cana for a few days, and it was fantastic. A little piece of advice out there. You guys go on vacation if you can. All inclusive. Go all inclusive every single time. And buy electrolytes. Have electrolytes in between your drinks. It'll give you less hangovers. You can drink a lot more. You'll have a much better time. That was a PSA. That's a piece of advice from my wife. She's the one who put me onto that.
It's an excellent PSA. Willie who? All right. Team 10 kind of felt compelled. I think he felt compelled to draft Amon-Ra St. Brown 1.10. It's the same story with Amon-Ra St. Brown right here this season, right here last season. I'm pretty sure he was right around this spot the season before.
That's why he perpetually gets drafted.
It's really the same spot.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, see, it is at his ceiling. Like, it ain't gonna get much better for Amon-Ra St. Brown and Rhino, especially if we've got offensive coordinators and if we've got head coaches saying to us that, William Jameson, he's come on so well, he's matured so much, we're gonna make him a focal point of the offense. He's just what he should say to us is, he's going to chew into Amon-Ra St. Brown's production. Might as well just say that. If it comes to fruition. Big if.
By the way, that would not have been my pick at that spot. If I had that spot, 100% out of 100 every single time, I'm taking Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
I think he was gone.
No, Derrick Henry got drafted right after, 2 picks after him at 12.
Okay.
Yeah, I
This
would
is
have taken Henry at 10.
This is an interesting draft because I like the back half more than the front half.
Uh-huh.
We have
Wait. I was
we
in the
have
front half.
what? No, we have Commissioner Rhino's favorite one to hate, and Amara saying that Brown. We have my one to hate and Brian Thomas. We have another one and my one to hate and Jackson Smith and Jigba, and then Jalen Hurts, and then but the back half, man, like Tet, RJ, Rome, not Judkins, but Tyler Kraft and
Yeah,
Stevenson. I
Yeah.
love
okay.
all those picks.
So I get that this is hindsight, and you technically didn't know that some of these players are going to be there at the bottom. But one of my biggest like rules of thumb is that in the first 3 rounds, you have to get at least one wide receiver and one running back, because then you do yourself a disservice. If your first 3 picks are all wide receivers, then it's like the batch of running backs that you have to choose from. It's not really all that great. So it's like instead of having Jackson Smith and Jigba, they could have drafted one of the running backs and they still had Tet at the bottom. Instead of taking Brian Thomas, they could have had Josh Jacobs or Bucky Irving or Jonathan Taylor or Kyron Williams. So it's like it's kind of an overkill at wide receiver, but you don't really get any elite talents at running back.
Let me see who's available. Jacobs, man. I mean, yeah, and you know, I agree with you there. You know, usually taking, you know, like I said, either 2 wide receivers or 2 running backs or wide receiver, like you said, to offset it. But also, and not in this case, but if the value lines up, you take the same position every single time. That's kind of how it goes for me. But I understand where you're coming from, saying, you know, taking 2 for 1 or 1 for 2, yeah, kind of balancing yourself out.
I mean, again, I think this has as much to do with how he wanted to build over here. Same goes for how
Yeah.
our goat over here wanted to just start stacking running backs to back them up. So it's like, okay, fine. Like we've been talking about how like JSN, I mean, is he as a wide receiver 2 on our team, like, okay, it's borderline, it should be good, but it's kind of like it still makes you kind of nervous. JXN as your wide receiver 3 would not make me nervous. I'm sorry, that to me is solid as hell. Now, of course, where are we forfeiting? We're going to forfeit a little bit in running back. RJ Harvey absolutely has to hit. He absolutely should hit being drafted in the 6th round.
There's so much. I don't know. I'm a smoker or what. I mean, just the fact that they come out and said that he can't pass pro. He's having trouble beating pass protection. So how much do we want to believe in that?
And that's a rookie thing across the board, though. I think Trevion Henderson, like Trevion Henderson was drafted high because that's not one of his problems. Like,
you're right.
I've never seen, for as far as long that I've been watching college football, I've never seen nobody as good as pass pro coming out of college as Trevion Henderson. That dude is a he might well play guard. That dude just be blowing guys up, man.
Yeah, he's nasty at the point of attack. Yeah.
Nonsense came in here to let me know that I'm on the clock, and he wants to get into the next mock. You don't need a mock draft, not with that brain of his, man. You don't understand.
By the way,
yes.
To answer Ganja's question, if you're in the top 3 picks, are you guys taking a top 4 quarterback with that 3rd round pick? Yeah, yes. If you're in the top 3 pick, absolutely. You have to swing for one of those guys in like the 3rd or 4th round. You have to.
If they're available.
Well, yeah, if they're available, yeah, presumably.
Yeah. No, yeah, I agree.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, got to.
Let me go back to this. I'm glad that you brought up, or I'm glad that you reminded me about Tent's question, because I definitely wanted to answer it also. But of course, we've got technical issues on my end, of course, where it's all there we go. Thank you. If you're in the top 3 picks, so 1.01, 1.02, 1.03, are you guys taking a top 4 quarterback with that 3rd round pick? Well, I don't see any of them here. Do you guys? I don't see any of those quarterbacks being selected here. Now, that's granted. That's not to say that we haven't. We have seen We have seen some Josh Allen or some Lamar Jackson. Here they are over here, just a few spots down the board. Are you taking a top 3 quarterback? That would be Lamar. That would be Josh Allen. That would be Josh Daniels. Some might debate Joe Burrow. He's going to absolutely crush in touchdowns again, but
I mean, not necessarily. I don't think you have to. I mean,
I don't think you have to.
Yeah, I'm big on not taking quarterbacks early. Like, so it's just a preference thing. I don't like. We're talking about how great of a pick Dak Prescott is, and he could finish right where those guys you took in round 3. It's a higher possibility that your round 10 quarterback finishes where your 3rd round quarterback is, opposed to your 3rd round running back or 3rd round wide receiver finishing where the round 10 running back wide receiver is.
He's asking for a mic, this guy. How do I get him a mic? I got to get you on here. Then I can get you a mic. What are you going to do? You're going to speak through the chat?
What do you want to say? You want to
get him a mic?
Come on with us some night.
We should just have like Nonsense and like Sniper do a show.
Sounds
That would be fantastic.
like that'd be fun.
I'd be sitting behind me on my sofa, just like chilling, relaxing with Tent. I'd be chilling with Tent Ganja. Look who else is here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and goats. Look at that guy. Oh, that's you. I thought that was Jared. The other one. Is that you? That's definitely you, right?
Yeah, that's him. That's the legend right there.
You guys confuse me sometimes.
You confuse me too.
You guys confuse me sometimes. But to answer Tent, and I'm going to piggyback off of JX. Yeah, so like you can very well go up there, get Josh Allen in the 3rd, get Lamar Jackson in the 3rd for all those fantasy points. When it's all said and done, you could wait on the quarterback a couple of rounds later. If you think Pat Mahomes is another potential league winner, you're getting great value out of Pat Mahomes in the 5th round. If you really think Dak Prescott is going to turn it around back again and score that 4,000 and change and another 35, 40 touchdowns is in the realm of possibility, you get Dak Prescott in the 8th. So that's kind of, it's like your cup of tea. I can't really fault some of the managers, many managers that are drafting the top quarterbacks early. I can't in a 1 QB league nowadays. But another good thing, the position, there's a lot of solid depth. There's a lot of solid depth.
And I think a lot of quarterbacks are getting pushed down because of the depth there is at running back and wide receiver too.
Yeah. Jalen Hurts for us.
Fantasy cheat code.
He is, but again, it's like, okay, we don't think he's going to throw as many touchdowns as Joe Burrow. I don't think he's going to throw as many touchdowns as possibly Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. However, if you take a look at, his last couple of seasons, he's getting freaking 15, 16 touchdowns on the ground.
At least, yeah.
AB is sleeping. He's sleeping? What do you mean he's sleeping? AB's not sleeping.
He don't sleep, man.
Willie Beeman's not sleeping either.
Nope.
That's why Jalen Hurts really kind of like for me, for us, I think he starts the tier 2 of quarterbacks. I think it's really tier 1 of Allen, Lamar, and I'm putting freaking Joe Shiesty in there.
I mean, but I think he has shown us though too that because the 2 things that he's good at is the rushing touchdowns, but the second best thing that he's good at is the deep ball. So I feel like that keeps him in the tier 1 because was it last year or the year before where they wasn't their best season, but he had his passing production carry him along with a couple of rushing touchdowns that he had as well. I think he'll remain in that tier 1 as long as AJ Brown and Devontae Smith are on the team.
Yeah, I mean the weapons are there.
And AJ Brown is one of the best deep ball catchers in the league. Like, you get the ball anywhere near his vicinity, the chances of him coming down with it is probably like 80-20.
Yeah,
Exactly.
He's he's an avid reader of books as well. The Romo Dunes pick in the 7th round. This is just surefire. Like, okay, upside sleeper, or I mean, not a sleeper anymore. Breakout. That's what I meant. Not sleeper.
Crafton
Surefire.
Ferguson, I love.
Breakout potential. Ramondre Stevenson in the 10th round. Okay, that's your bench at that point, or is it his bench? Quinshawn Judkins. That might have been like a brain fart, because I don't think this dude's going to play this season, unfortunately.
Yeah.
How do I join?
I think he might.
How do I join with voice? Let me see if I can figure this out. I can do this. Copy.
And the other voice is AB _ absolutely on X.
Yeah.
JX, he wants to join. He thinks this is a space.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what he wants you to do here. I don't. Tell him he said he's always welcome.
Sniper. So you have to get a code from the goats. That's right. Tell everybody what the code is. No. Don't tell everybody what the code is. The code is only amongst the very, very special VIP goats. There is a random voice I could hear but can't see them. Well, we could definitely get this situated, figured out.
Right?
What is he doing?
John Cena.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah. The you see me swipe. You can't see me.
Sounds like he's talking from. Hey, nonsense. Have you been smoking? Did you take a nice bong hit before you watched the show?
No, I don't. I don't think he smokes. He doesn't. I don't know. Maybe he does. Who knows?
Definitely getting flagged.
Did we touch up on BTJ? I know we spoke on ceiling play. Yeah. JSN's probably priced pretty solid there, especially with the build. Jalen Hurts, we spoke about. Tet McMillan, you're not going to get me to say T-Mac or Tetaroa. I know how to pronounce it. You're going to get me to say Tet only. But what about BTJ?
I mean, I think that's BTJ's ceiling too.
Yeah, I'm kind of with him. Like, I'm just not a believer in the Trevor Lawrence, Brian Thomas Jr. combo. I think he's favoring. I feel like he's already favoring Travis Hunter and Bretton Strange because they're closer to him in the slot and in tight end.
Yep.
I love the talent. I just don't like the situation. with him and not Travis, but Trevor.
Yeah, same here. I think the only way that he will, like, I guess, outproduce this ADP or like outperform this ADP is for him to get like close to 2,000 yards and like 15 touchdowns. I don't think that's happening.
Or Mac Jones starts.
Well, Mac Jones is on the Niners now.
Yeah, he's in San Francisco.
I know.
I think
that's where he belongs.
Wolfer's the backup for Jacksonville now. That's just scary.
Wow,
right?
You don't want that. You don't want that
at all.
At all.
We're gonna do another mock nonsense for sure. We're gonna do another one. Not maybe this Friday we'll do another mock. If not, it'll be next Monday. And that should wrap up the mocks for the season. Brian Thomas Jr. A lot of people are high on him. A lot of people are high because it's Liam Cohen. A lot of people are high on him because he gets Trevor Lawrence. Well, yeah, JX, I'm in that camp. I'm not in the Trevor Lawrence business. I'm gonna have to see a vast improvement from Trevor Lawrence to be able to connect with his wide receivers. And yeah. What about the dude from Colorado that's going to be on the field with Bretton Strange? I mean, like, yeah. I mean, I think Brian Thomas is uber talented.
Super talented, yeah.
Uber talented. Uber, I mean, 6'4", 6'3", 6'4", and like he's fast. He's uber talented.
Flying, flying fast.
He'll be a nice target for Trevor Lawrence when it's all said and done. Now,
I'm picking Brian Thomas Jr. Weekly to have an explosive play of over 20 yards. That's what my faith in Brian Thomas is. He's going to catch at least one deep ball every single game.
I had to check my subscriber feed and get lucky. So what is he talking about here? Anyway, how about the notifications bell? Not that I'm asking you or requiring you to do that.
Nah, turn them on.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, look, or you know what this is really an indictment on? It's an indictment on X and the posts that
True.
He's not seeing. How about that? Nah, I'm just messing around. We're gonna be on almost every night. Nonsense.
Well, wait, because I posted this mock draft in the draft room in the chat room that we're drafting right now yesterday too.
I think that he's referring to just the show, the stream.
Okay.
That's what I think. Maybe I'm wrong. I think he's referring to that. Like he's going through
I would love for him to come on.
He's going through his feed. He's looking. He's deleting channels. He found us. He didn't delete us, thankfully. I think that's what he's talking about. You got to send a link, JC. Mr. Husot, I'll do exactly what you tell me.
Send the link.
I'll do exactly what you tell me to do, Mr. Husot. Okay, I promise you. The link is in the chat already. All right, guys. Did we cover everything? RJ Harvey needs to pass pro. He got the first team reps in the preseason game. RJ Harvey and J.K. Dobbins are going to be the running back tandem for this team. Julia McLaughlin will factor in. RJ Harvey, when it's all said and done, week 10 on should be rolling with the higher snap share. If he's not, then something's off.
I agree with that.
I have no BTJ. I have no Amon-Ra St. Brown. I do have a little bit of JSN. I don't have any Jalen Hurts, but this is still, I don't mind this team. So I have Romo Dunes, as we all know. I've got some of this guy too.
I'm not a fan of the running back position for that team, but the wide receivers are strong. And maybe if one of the guys that he's not using pops off, he can trade him for a better running back piece.
Yeah.
So, yeah, maybe that could work. But I'm always a fan of at least drafting one running back that's going to be able to give you consistent production every single week. Like, you can start him without a problem.
All right, I agree with that. All right. And, yeah, we
just scroll down a little bit. Scroll down a little bit. Just so I can see the rest of it.
Absolutely. And yes, we are going to do another mock draft because we definitely want to get into the 11 and 12 1-2 turn spots for sure. It is going to be at least one more mock draft just so we can do and study up the 11th and the 12th. It's only Tuesday.
The only other problem I have with this draft, like knowing that your running back position isn't strong, I don't think he threw enough darts at it either.
Mm-hmm.
Like when if you be real while you're drafting, you're like, okay, my running back position is pretty weak. I just need to be just like throwing a bunch of darts at stuff to see if one of those sticks, and because the team you draft is never the team you finish with. So just throw a bunch of darts, see who pops off, and then adjust throughout the.
In other words, he probably doesn't need the second tight end here. I probably would have maybe drafted another running back here, not a dart there.
Mm-hmm.
If this is tight end premium, though, it's pretty good.
This isn't premium.
No, not premium.
Okay. All right. Yeah, then. Then no. Yeah, one of those could have been a running back.
All right, guys. We've got a busy week coming up. Tomorrow we're going to get into our next division. The AFC North will be recorded and then live on Thursday. But then we will be live on Thursday as well. That's right. We'll be live on Thursday. We'll be live on Friday. Same schedule next week. And we are in full go season. Let's get rid of that. This way we can see Rhino. What do you think you're going to bowl today?
I'll hit my average.
You'll hit your average.
Yeah, 182, yeah, usually. Probably my high game will be
good.
250.
Nice.
Who said?
180 is pretty good.
See the commission. It's getting ready to commissionering. I'm on the clock in this fantastic shitter bowl. We won't even get into it for JX, and we won't get into it for AB. They're lucky. They're fortunate that they are not in this shitter bowl. But I am on the clock.
Slow drafts kill me, man.
This is the shitter bowl with crazy settings, and I am on the clock. I could do Caleb. I could definitely do Caleb, because I've got Caleb all over the place. But I could also take this other guy. I don't have any shares of this guy, Rhino. I think you would be impressed. I don't like him. I really don't, but I'm thinking about
Jacoby Myers?
No, it won't be Jacoby.
I've
had Jacoby, by the way. I've had him. Like years ago. I've definitely had him like in a home league.
I can't wait to see who you pick.
I don't think it was Jacoby with the Raiders either. I'm pretty sure I had Jacoby on the Patriots. Now this is going to be a guy who we're also very high on his teammate. I might as well just say it. Fuck it. He's in my crosshairs. I'm about to do something.
Just do it, dude. Just do it. Do it live.
I don't know if I should do it because I don't know if Sniper's thinking about drafting.
Do it.
If it's a dude from Green Bay, she's probably thinking about.
It's not a Packer. It's not a Packer.
It's a Viking.
It's a Buck.
Oh, weird. I have a problem with that.
It's not in Buka because I got him already.
It's not in Buka. That's what's crazy, right?
Mike Evans?
Yeah.
Ooh.
In the 6th? Are we in the
Yeah.
Are we in the 6th round here?
Pencil Mike Evans in for a weekly touchdown.
Oh,
Mike
the 6th? Okay. Yeah, because you said
I got him late.
Round.
It would be late.
Yeah, no, this is value.
He fell a little bit. There's crazy scoring because this is the shitter bowl. He would be my wide receiver 3 behind Malik, obviously, and Lad McConkey. I think that's a good pick. Then I'm really gonna blow Sniper's mind in the 7th. Well, wait a minute, but then I would want Caleb in the 7th. I could probably still get my guy. I could probably get my IDP guy in the 8th. Don't take my guy, Jonathan. I won't take him. I would never take your guy, Sniper. I know better. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to be in the doghouse.
You guys are better than me. I have 0 friends once fantasy starts. I tell that to everybody in whatever group chat or whatever league I'm in. Once the season starts, once we draft, we're no longer friends.
Well, why don't you tell us who your friend is right now?
I don't have any. Whoever I haven't drafted against yet, those are still my friends.
So we're friends until Saturday when we draft against each other.
Absolutely. Once that happens, it's out the window.
Is Saturday your IDP?
No, Saturday is the Baby Goats Internet Invitational.
The Baby Goats.
The IDP league is the 24th of Fast Draft.
The Baby Goats. You're about to say international. That works.
Baby Goats International.
But that works.
It does work.
All right, guys. I hope everybody enjoyed the show. We try to make this as entertainmentable, right?
Exactly.
Entertainmentable, enjoyable. That's the word.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We try to make this enjoyable, filled with entertainment as much as possible, while providing you with solid sound advice and information that only we would do.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going. We're live right now, and I'm about to tell you like one or the other. It's what we would do. And we'll be back again Thursday live.
Be a difference, make a difference. Stay blessed.
Have a fantastic rest of your evening.
Go Stafford's back.
Hyperbaric chamber.
Oh my God.
What is that thing called?
Someone.
I don't know.
I don't know what it's called either. Someone joked on Twitter when they said that Stafford was getting the epidural in his back. They were like, a real man would deliver that football without epidural.
I saw that.
Hilarious.
The Husk kid, he sniped you?
Ooh.
You gotta teach him a lesson.
Damn, Hoos. Hoos with the snipe.
Be a difference and make the difference.
Absolutely.
Be good humans, I think is the message, right?
Yeah.